So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Four down, check. Undercut.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. They'll toss it out to Carson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Leopard! Gone!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Seattle Seahawks coming back out here, and, you know, week 1 coming up, and they're kind of interesting because they've lost a lot of their older guys, especially on that defense, and a lot of people may be overlooking this team this year. What do you think?
I think that that's accurate, and they are one of my under-the-radar teams.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now it's Wilson, forced out to his left. He's going to air. This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. That goes for a gain of 31. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
On second down, Collins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Now he's forced out left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson throwing again. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tony Jefferson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 46 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, partner, let's prognosticate about Baltimore's upcoming season. They'll host Buffalo in Week 1. What do you think of Joe Flacco and the Ravens this year?
Well, I think that Joe Flacco had a tremendous offseason. Of course, that was precipitated by the drafting of Lamar Jackson out of Louisville. Gave him extra motivation. But for them to get back to the playoffs, remember, they've missed 4 of the last 5 years. They've got to get back to truly playing Baltimore Ravens football. That's being physical on offense. Alex Collins running the ball. Orlando Brown now at right tackle, moving people. And then on defense, attacking the quarterback with Terrell Suggs. And Eric Weddle and his beard patrolling center field.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
36 power. Right,
now a toss play. It's Carson. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
4 down. Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on. Slam. Be ready for one word.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. On 3rd down, it's Carson. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Detroit! Let's go!
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They pitch it out to Collins. They find some open field here. And there he goes again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Alex Collins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Wilson dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tony Jefferson in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, it's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
4th down. Here's Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The interception. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Detroit! Detroit! Hey. Four down. Detroit! Now let's go!
On second down, here's Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Tom Johnson able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
A very solid gain of 27. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. To throw is Wilson. Throwing on first down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a second down.
Let's play the trial, guys. Let's go.
Now Wilson on second down. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They go again with Collins. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Detroit!
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Able to slither by. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He's back to throw, and it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Wilson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They run again with Carson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And again, it's Collins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On 3rd down, this is Collins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.